June 9th, 2011. This is The Daily Show with Tucker Radecki.
Well, folks, we have an action-packed morning for you, and we take our excellent examination into the war-torn Afghanistan. That's right, boys and girls, we're tackling the real issues right here, right now. U.S. foreign policy in Afghanistan is floundering like a magic carp on land. For all of you out of the loop, that's the same thing as holding a conversation with Little John. Impossible. At any rate, we find ourselves at a decisive crossroads, so I thought the crew and I could take a closer look into the conflict. I felt it would be good for us to start with a grassroots opinion. First, we go to Jeff Dunham.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, there's a big mess going on in the Middle East right now, and when it comes to the terrorists, most of us don't understand their extremist views and beliefs. And I got to thinking the other day, how would it be just to sit down and talk to one of those guys? We have that very opportunity tonight.
We now go to correspondent Garrett Greenblatt. Garrett?
Thanks, Tucker. Let me tell you, I was always a little sketched about a Muslim community. Durka, Muhammad Jihad. Excuse me, I was born in Queens. I speak English. A hawker Sherpa, a bacala. That's not even Arab. This is racist. He checks out. So, what do you think about the U.S. presence in Afghanistan? It's good. We need to eliminate Al-Qaeda's bases and support networks. Damn it! But UN, I don't understand. Languages do not work!
Thanks for your ever valuable insight, Garrett. Well, it seems the average American does want Al-Qaeda gone. I thought then, what if this is all just a big misunderstanding? Maybe terrorists want us out of their hair as much as we want them out of ours. We now go to senior reporter Dan the Man Crowley, who I can think shed some light on this issue. Dan?
Thanks, Tucker. In Afghanistan, trends are emerging, suggesting not all terrorists want Americans to leave.
Let me stop you there. They want us there?
Well, it all comes down to demographics. Younger terrorists want us to leave. Terrorists between age 25 and 30 want to crush our armed forces while they can.
And terrorists over age 30?
You don't know much about terrorism, do you, Tucker?
Thanks, Dan. We'll be right back.
I don't always drink orange juice, but when I do, I drink Tropicana. I'm the most interesting boy in the world.
Let's now look at alternative solutions, plans that don't involve attrition or napalm. First up, we have American freedom packages. Next, we have a well-thought-out and tested plan to reintegrate the youth of Afghanistan into a growing workforce. We now go to senior military analyst Nick Dobbs. So, how do we solve the war in Afghanistan? I mean, we've done everything. Throw money at it, invade under suspicion, everything.
Well, Tucker, as far as I can tell, our missions to the Middle East are for two reasons. Oil and our need to impose the only flawless form of government on the planet, our government. We've been tailor-making freedom packages for all our favorite countries, but you don't want me to tell you about them, you want me to show you! That's right, American freedom packages. Which one is right for you?
Can any country apply for a freedom package? What do you get?
Well, of course. Suppose your country's oppressed by a brutal regime, but is of no strategic importance, and you have few natural resources.
That sounds like a Sudan.
Oh, you bet it does. You then qualify for what we call the ambivalence package.
Ooh, that sounds ambiguous. What do you get?
Well, you don't get commitment of any kind, but we will occasionally acknowledge your troubles. What you do get is unlimited access to Bono, George Clooney, non-government organizations, and anybody that's ever been in a movie with George Clooney.
What if your country has strategic value, like Egypt?
Well, then you qualify for the silver package. That includes all of the features of the ambivalence package, including vaguely supportive statements from our leading politicians.
Ooh, that sounds expensive.
Oh, not at all. We keep the price low by keeping success and satisfaction almost guaranteed.
How do I get the support of the military? Suppose the ruler I'm rebelling against is a sworn enemy of the United States and sits upon a veritable ocean of oil.
Ah, yes, you have now qualified for the platinum package.
So is this the package that Iraq and Afghanistan took?
Precisely. The platinum package includes a full-scale invasion, overthrowing your tyrannical government, and helping rebuild the roads, schools, and hospitals destroyed in our full-scale invasion. You see...
But what about Afghanistan? Where's their part in the freedom packages?
You see, to secure our success in installing the platinum package in countries like Iraq, we can subsequently invade surrounding countries when deemed necessary by us.
But how will we solve the crisis in Afghanistan? Another platinum package?
But they don't qualify, because they don't have the oil. So as a term and condition of the platinum package, we will stay in Afghanistan to help prevent the building of a pipeline between Russia and Iran.
So you heard it here first, citizens of Afghanistan. Take to the streets, rebel against your dictator, and America may or may not have your back.
Hoorah!
Well, that was intense. I think I'm sold, however. I guess we do need to look into our other option, just for kicks. Dr. Faria Parecha, a native Pakistani and an avid follower of the Quran, decided to wage a different kind of war. He saw the devastation brought unto the people by the Taliban, children conscripted from their farms, indoctrinated to hate Americans. He figured that he could change that. In his own words, the terrorists were giving them a future after death. We want them to see a future in here and now. There are, in his belief, too many dissidents in prison. They need to be taught to live and let live if the growing problem they pose is to be resolved. The doctor established a school for children and young people who were forced to fight. The aim of this program was to teach them another way of life. We believe it is applicable to Afghanistan with bin Laden dead and the head of the Taliban cut off. The plan would call for a steady withdrawal of American troops and only small units to guard the school compounds. My top men broke it down for us. If this plan can be used in Afghanistan, we can see a peaceful generation, a reduction in support and recruitment for the Taliban. This could be a beacon of hope across the Middle East. Unfortunately, this sort of work is high in cost and known to be extremely dangerous to the teachers. One professor, a Dr. Farouk, paid for his job with his life on October 2nd, 2010. We must also keep in mind that the socialization plan is very long-term. Only 12 students out of 80 have been released. This is not a process of instant gratification. The possible gains, however, can be seen to outweigh the risks. We would finally see peace in the Middle East. We'll be right back.
God, my hands, they're so painful. I don't know what to do about them.
Son, do your hands hurt from overclapping?
Why, yes, they do, Father.
Well, try spirit fingers. They're a fun and safe way to continue clapping.
Spirit fingers? No way. These are totally rad. I'm gonna try that out with all my friends.
Also, try spirit snaps. On sale at guitarsimported.com.
We now go to Private Earl Smith, who specializes in beer and PS3.
The only way to win is killing them Arabs.
So tell me, Earl, how productive is the base?
Well, I spend 2 hours a day hunting Arabs, 2 hours playing basketball, and a night of partying and drinking beer. Every once in a while, we get one of them Arabs.
So we may be spending millions of dollars on each terrorist killed, but it's worth it, right?
We don't really get much done out here. Finally! I don't want to die! As a matter of fact, I think I smell one. Well, thanks for having me.
Wow, this is incredible. Who came up with this?
Daniel!
God?
No, the voice is in your head.
Mike, this is my private time. We've gone over this.
Do you struggle with extreme stupidity?
Yeah.
If so, you may be entitled to legal and financial compensation.
Really?
Yes, just call 1-800-4. If you're hungry, grab a Snickers. I think we can finally say that there is hope for this war-torn land of Afghanistan. That is, if we can convince them that killing people you don't like isn't okay. Right, America? Thank you, goodbye.
Thanks, sucker. Let me tell you, I was always a little sketchy about the Muslim community.
We now go to an Afghanistan vet. What am I saying first? So tell me, Earl, I'm looking at you.
Isn't that a bitch for video?
Oh, you can stop.
Wait, what was that? Wait, what again?
Can we film this?
We don't really get much done out here.
Just stop it, just stop it.